Oregon. Home to a new culinary darling of the country, the world's largest used and new books bookstore, frequent rains, and an easier way of life. For some, it's the ultimate travel destination. For others, those who despise rain, it's one of the most dreadful states to travel to during the fall and winter seasons. Yet one thing you can take away from Oregon is its diversity and abundance of natural bucket list destinations. Arid lands, snow-dusted mountains, astounding river canyons, gushing waterfalls, and rugged coast to die for. Oregon is a state of contrast. It amazes with its nature, inspires with its vibrancy, and promises the most unexpected experiences in the great outdoors. The deepest lake in the country, Crater Lake, is Oregon's most favorite bucket list destination. The park is located in the southern part of the state and astounds with its grandeur, scenic hikes, and deep blue color of the lake. As deep as 1,943 feet in the most cavernous depressions, Crater Lake sits in the center of the national park. Once home to an active volcano, the area adapted to a more peaceful and reliable natural state thousands of years ago. Over the next centuries, the massive caldera, inaccessible by any land rivers, was a lonely place. Only rain and melted snow dared to descend into the dark abyss until the level of the precipitation inside reached the brim of the caldera. All of a sudden, the unappealing area became one of the most alluring bucket list destinations in the state of Oregon. Nearly 500,000 people travel to this secluded area to feast their eyes on the bluest lake in the country and hike along its tree-dotted rim. The most adventurous nature lovers even dare to swim in the freezing cold waters of one of Oregon's prime destinations. Nestled a little bit over 1 hour north of Eugene, Silver Falls State Park is Oregon's bucket list destination skipped by many visiting nature lovers. The state park is relatively small, but it holds an astounding number of waterfalls ranging from short cascades to towering plunge falls. The best part? All of these waterfalls sit along the 7.2-mile Trail of 10 Falls, which itself is nothing short of a remarkable bucket list hike in southwestern Oregon. Yes, the name of the hike doesn't lie. 10 waterfalls are nestled along a picturesque canyon surrounded by dense coastal forests, generously flanked with iconic moss-covered trees. While Portland, the largest city in Oregon, entices with its urban vibe and culinary scene, the Columbia River Gorge is the ultimate bucket list destination for outdoor adventurers. The enchanting canyon sits mere 16 miles east of Portland. Spanning 18 miles and reaching up to 4,000 feet deep, it's home to 90 waterfalls, a profusion of hiking and biking trails of all lengths and for all activity levels, and the most irresistible views in the state. And I dare to say there's something special in the area that makes you want to come back again and again. Most of the more than 230 waterfalls in Oregon are bucket list destinations of some kind. In southwestern Oregon, such a desired natural attraction is South Falls. Located in Silver Falls State Park, the plunge waterfall drops 177 feet over an overhanging basalt cliff into South Silver Creek. Apart from its dramatic look, South Falls is also known as one of 4 waterfalls in the park you can walk behind. A little alcove separates the dropping water from the cliff wall. It's not as deep as at North Falls, but spacious enough to let you stay dry, while admiring the watery curtain in front of you in summer. In late winter and spring, when the waterfalls are at their peak flow, you may need to wear a raincoat or use an umbrella while strolling behind this Oregon favorite. The Willamette National Forest adds to your Oregon bucket list a number of scenic hikes, hidden hot springs, cascading waterfalls, and pristine rivers and lakes. One of the highlights of the area are Cougar Hot Springs. Nestled 53 miles east of Eugene, these concealed natural pools have become a hot spot among local and visiting skinny dippers. About a mile away, the Blue River amazes occasional drivers with its clear waters and unspoiled surroundings. At 620 feet, Multnomah Falls is the tallest waterfall in Oregon. Two forceful tiers of the falls are visually separated by the Branson Bridge. The footbridge is suspended between the upper drop and lower cascade. It can be reached via a well-trodden 0.2-mile trail, festooned by moss-covered trees on both sides. This Oregon's most admired attraction is an easy pull-off along the historic Columbia River Highway. In southwestern Oregon, Samuel Boardman State Scenic Corridor is one of the biggest natural landmarks. The 12-mile scenic drive stretches between Bandon and Brookings and boasts a number of breathtaking sights such as natural bridges, Secret Beach, and Arch Rock. Almost as famous as its neighbor, Multnomah Falls, Latourell Falls is another beautiful bucket list waterfall Oregon's great outdoor lovers traveling along the historic Columbia River Highway like to stop at. Significantly shorter, about 250 feet, Latourell Falls entices with its powerful drop and pristine location. The waterfall plunges over a lichen-plastered cliff on a basalt platform and so close to the Latourell Falls trail that you can feel it on your skin or even walk all the way to waterfall and feel its ice-cold sprays.